All right, welcome back to season 3 of our show, and today it's chickens, oven roasted chickens. We're going to show you how to get these seasoned up and roasted up. Stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, so it's chickens, roasted chickens. Now we're going in the oven with these chickens today. Right here we got 6 chickens. They're about 3 pounds each, maybe a little under 3 pounds. They're baby chickens, that's what you want to do this dish with. If you can't find a baby chicken, nothing over 5 pounds. Just keep that in mind, otherwise they're gonna be tough and they're gonna be old buzzards, so you don't wanna do that. So first thing we'll do is get on our rub. We've got 2 different types of rubs here. Now this one happens to be a wet rub. So we got some garlic and some sage in here. We're gonna chop a lemon and just squeeze it out. Hold back the seeds. I don't see any seeds in that one. I only got 2 seeds there, so I'm just going to drop those down and just get a little lemon in there. You want to use just 1 lemon with this. You don't want to use too much. And just get your seeds out of there. Just like that. All right, now that we got that lemon in, we're going in with some olive oil. Just a touch. We're just going to grind that down. There you have it. So that's done. We're going to just leave that there for now. And now we're going to do our dry. So right here I have garlic powder, onion powder, paprika. That is all that's in this rub. Garlic powder, onion powder, paprika. 50-50 mix on the garlic and onion powder. I'm going to put that in like that. Now that we got that rub in there, olive oil. Gonna go in with that. We're basically just making a paste. We're going to mix it up to go on top of that chicken. Let's put a little bit more until we get to the right consistency that we want. And looks like we're going to need maybe just a little bit more. And this should about do it. All right, there it is. That's the consistency you want for that paste, just like that. All right, so we're gonna get this off to the side. Now I got salt and pepper here. Those are always separate from the rubs. I don't put any salt and pepper in all the rubs because you might not want salt and pepper in that rub. So we're just gonna get this off to the side and get our chickens in. There's some oregano over here, and we're going to show you what to do with that in just a second. So we got our bowl, in with our chickens we go. Just like that. And the first thing we'll do is go on with that garlic paste. So here's the garlic and the sage. Now you don't want to use it all, you're going to hold some back, and I'll show you why in just a second here. So rub it in. Now we didn't put any salt in these rubs. So while we're doing that, and getting that rubbed in, you want to salt and pepper. Let's get some salt in there. A liberal amount to bring that flavor in. And just get them mixed up. All right, now that they're mixed up, let's get our paste in. That's going to bring that color, and it's also going to bring those flavors out. It's going to go like that. You just get that in there. I'm going to add just a little bit more. And there we go. Now that we got that, we're going to add our pepper, or black pepper. This way when we're mixing up, we're mixing our pepper in there too. So there we go. So let's get these guys all mixed in. This is just a great go-to meal if you got people coming over. Now we've got a couple of guests coming over tomorrow, so I'm going to marinate this now. Overnight, this will go in the fridge. And then this can go right into the oven tomorrow with no hassle. So you can do this the night before, a little bit more black pepper. Do it the night before and it'll work out well for you. Let's get some more of that in there. And I think we're just going to go with it all in there. Just rub it around in there. Now, if you're not scared to get your hands dirty, this is great, but if you are, you can always use gloves. All right, let's just get the rest of that in there. Great way to add flavor without adding salt. All right, now that we got that marinated, we're just gonna go inside it too, so make sure you get inside the cavities as well with all that flavor too. Just use everything in your pan. Just go and get it in there. Just like that. Get the stuff up from the bottom that's there, all the spices and seasonings, and don't let those go to waste. And just get it mixed up really, really well. All right, now that we got that mixed up, oregano. We're gonna go lightly with that oregano, just a little bit on there. And you can just mix that up in there too. That oregano is just gonna bring that flavor. And that's about it. Now that's our first half. We're gonna put these in the fridge overnight, and we're gonna meet you back here to get these in our oven and show you the rest of this. So stick around, don't go anywhere. All right, our chickens are out of the fridge and we're ready to put this in the oven. Let's show you how to get this done. So right here, I got some potatoes, peeled, washed, and ready to cut up. Onions, peeled and washed. Now you always want to wash the onion because you'll tear up. If you wash the onion, you won't tear up. It just gets off all that nice acid on them and you're not going to tear up from it. So let's just start cutting these guys up. So I'm going to cut them up into pieces like so, and get them in the basket. Now you want big pieces when you do this, and you want to ratio everything out. Now I'm using two different onions today. I'm using a yellow and I'm using a red just to bring in those different flavors in there. And bring in some bright colors. All right, so we got two onions in there. Now, like I said, you want to ratio this. So there's your potato. We're gonna cut in half. And just get them, I'd say about that size. That's how you want them. You don't want to cut them too big and you don't want to cut them too small. But that's what you're looking at right there, that size. Let's bring that one over. Stick into my knife. If you use the tip of the knife, it won't stick. So if you cut, use the tip of the knife. Let's get that separated. There we go. It won't stick. Come back in. Now you want to just add as many potatoes as to this dish as you can. Now we're doing this in a cast iron, and you'll see we just want to fill up that cast iron. So we're cutting X amount of potatoes, X amount of onions, but we don't want to cut too many because we're not going to fill up the entire thing with all these potatoes and onions, I don't think. But we'll just kind of feel it out and see where we are. I'm going to get some more onion in here. And then we'll add some more potato. And I think we're going to go the rest with mostly all potato. And we'll leave them about that size. Just like I said, just feel it out. Let's see where you are with the potato. Be careful as you go along. Now I'm using all these potatoes, but I'm going to take these and give them a shake. And I'm going to get them into my pan and see where I'm at. Because that's where we're going with these. I want more potatoes in here so I can see where I'm at now. So let's go in with some more potatoes. Just get them in. That's why I said you want to kind of just feel it out, judge it out, and see where you're going to be. I think I'm going to go a little bit more purple onion. Get those guys in here. Make the colors even. Bring a different flavor in. The ribs are more sweet. You guys would like to know. So let's get those in. And more potato. Also too, you got 6 chickens, so you want to make sure you have enough potato for everybody to get some potato. If you got more onion than potato, you got a problem because most people eat more potatoes than onions. Alright, I think I'm just going to use the other potato. And that should pretty much do. The garlic that was left over and the sage, we're just going to sprinkle that in here. Just like that. This way when you get these chickens out and all that nice juice that's on the bottom of these potatoes, it'll get flavored and mixed up. With all that beautiful flavoring in there. I mean, this is a meal by itself. It's going to have one-stop shop in here. You got your potato, you got your chicken, some bread on the side, and you got basically a full-blown meal. Okay, so I'm going to put a little salt on the bottom of here, just so we got to salt the potatoes and got to salt the onions. And we got some dry thyme, so sprinkle the thyme in there. Go a little heavy on the thyme. And we're going to follow this off. Extra virgin olive oil, just a little bit in there. There we go. And now that we got everything even and it looks even, give it a toss. That's why you want to even everything out. Take a look at it first, see where you're at, and then start flattening everything back out. You know you got an even amount. You don't need anything else because by the time your hands get dirtied up, you don't have to worry about it. All right, so let's just put everything back in its proper places. Now we're nice and even here. Just look around and see where you're not even and even. So I think I'm pretty even here. And now it's time to get our chickens on. So let's bring that over and let's bring our chickens in. Now, I tied these chickens up, and I'm going to show you in just a second how to get this chicken tied up. But this is how you want to put this chicken. Now today we're going breast side down, like that. And the reason why we're going breast side down is because all that juice from the back is going to run into the breast meat, and it's going to keep that chicken juicy. So just put them around just like that. And the legs are out like that. So just make sure you get them around. And it makes a beautiful presentation as well too. And this is all that nice paste that was on the bottom of the tray, so make sure you use that too. Just like that. And you get them all around. You got 3 there. Let's just get this one in. Like that. You can see he's tied up too. They're all tied up. But we're going to get the legs to the front. This way they're all even. I didn't do that, so let's get all the legs to the front. The legs here, just get them all to the front. Legs to the front, just like that. This is a big dish. It's going to take about an hour and a half to cook. All right, so now that we got that, we're just going to show you real quick how to tie one of these guys up. So I'm just going to move this off. We're going to show you over here before we put the rest of them in. So we got some twine here. Hold the chicken. Under the back it goes. You're going to go under the wings like that. And make sure one piece of the twine is longer than the other. So you go here like that, and you're just going to shoelace tie it off, just like you would tie a shoelace. Just tie the smaller in there and tie it off. Oh, let's go under. Your hands are a little slippery, don't worry about it, because it happens to the best of us. Alright, so we're going to go here. We're going to go underneath. I'm going to bring this back up. Tie it off. Just like that. Now make sure the string is in the middle when you tie it off. Like that. Now I'm going to bring the same piece of twine up. I'm going to wrap it around one leg, like that. I'm going to bring this leg over. I'm going to wrap it around the other leg. Just like that. And then I'm going to just go up underneath and just start wrapping these legs. Like that. And just keep wrapping until you run out of twine. And you don't have to worry about cutting it. Just make sure it's nice and tight. But stretch the legs out. And basically you just hog tie it. Wrap it around, come back in, and that is it. So now you're going to make sure that string is even. And if you want, you can take your knife off and cut that little piece off, but we're not going to do that. We're just going to tuck it in a little bit, and that's it. And in it goes. All right, I'm going to get finished wrapping this last one up, and then we're going to meet you guys right back here. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, we're all set. Chicken's ready to go in the oven. Now I just want to show you this, which is really important. When you put them like this, you want to make sure all of the butt end of the chickens are in there where the tails are. So make sure that all their butts are in there. All right, just like that. Make sure any of that juice that drips down is going to go directly down into the pan. So that's why you want to make sure all of the chicken butts are in there. All right, that's it. Into the oven we go, 375. That's a heavy one. Hour and 15 minutes in. Let's see what we got. Look at that. Beautiful. Now this is really heavy. And this is why I turned them on their backs. Now I want this a little bit more crispy, so I'm going to let this go a little bit more. But it's looking good. Those potatoes are looking right. So we're going to go just a little bit more. I think about another 20 minutes with it, and then we're going to pull it, but looking beautiful. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, so our chicken's done. Now what I'm doing now is I turned on the broiler. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to start to get these chickens turned over, because you can see the color of these and you can see the color of the ones we did. So let's just get them over. And be careful. Try not to spill a lot of stuff. I'm just going to turn this and get it over. Just like that. Just get them all turned over. And we're just going to crisp that side up. All right, we're going to get these turned over and we're going to meet you back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, so we are on broil, and I got it on low broil, and I'm just turning this as I go, getting the dark spots, and any place that you see lighter or darker, you're just going to turn and just keep turning like you were a rotisserie. Just keep turning until you get all that nice and brown and evened up. That's what you want. So we're going to keep browning this, and then we're going to pull it. So stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, here we are. Season 3's chopping block roasted chickens. Let's show you what we got. Look at those. All right, so right off the bat, I'm going to tell you, this is how you present this. This is your plating right here, so we're not going to plate this up formally, but we're going to leave it just like this. And how I would normally plate this, or garnish it, is just to put a couple of bits of rosemary just right on top, just like that. And that's it. And there's your beautiful presentation. Just gotta feel how hot this is. Now I let this chill out for about 15 minutes before I go at it. And there you have it. All right, so let's get into this and show you how to plate this up. Show you how to get into one of these little chickens here. So we're gonna go like this. Now I'm gonna take the string off inside here. So just take it. You gotta cut that string just like that, and just cut it like that. We'll unwrap it from around the bird, and we'll just pull it back. The one around the feet, we're just going to pull that string through, just like that. And we're just going to cut around the feet, just like this. Now you can do this before, ahead of time, but I'm just doing this now so I can show you guys how to get this done. And that's it. So I'm going to cut there like that and start to unwrap around my feet. Just make sure you don't get any string in here, because it could be very dangerous for you or anybody that gets a hold of a string. So now I'm going to go like this and just cut down and separate those strings. There you have it. And just take them out from around the bone. Takes a couple of seconds. And the ones that are really stuck there, just leave them. Alright, so now we got that bird nice and situated. I'm just going to pick it up and show you. Look at that. All the sides on it. Now let's get it onto the plate. Just like that. And now we'll even cut this open just to show you what this is like. So I'm going to start from my breast. I'm going to cut through like that and just go straight down and separate. That's it, and you can see it's cooked right through. I mean, look at that. Beautiful. Now we'll even pull a leg and a thigh off of that, just to show you. I mean, they're small chickens, but you could still cut them. So just plate it like that. I'm going to take this little bone, get it off to the side. Now this little bone fell off here, so I got some meat on here. I'm going to give that a little try. That is outstanding. Moist, succulent. Now I'm just going to pull this piece off, just like this, just to show you that you can pull this off with your hand too. And we'll just get that onto the plate like that. Any kind of loose bones like that, just move them to the side. I'm going to put this little piece of breast back. We're going to get this plate cleaned up a little bit, and then we're going to show you these potatoes. Okay, so we're going to come in. Now here's those nice potatoes that we put in here. Now all that beautiful juice from the potatoes is in here. We didn't use any liquid in here. So this is just all chicken and olive oil. Look at that. Beautiful. This is all you're going to need. Just like that. And just get that right onto the plate. And let's just clean that plate up. And how's that for a beauty? And again, you can take a piece of rosemary and just go right across the plate like that. And there you have it. So turn this around. A beautiful roasted chicken dish. All right, I'm gonna get organized, and then I'm gonna meet you guys right back here, so stick around. Don't go anywhere. All right, and there it is, a very rustic, classic roasted chicken dish with roasted potatoes. A very delicate and fine meal. Can't go wrong with this one. Simple salad on the side. What more could you ask for? And if you like this video and more videos about to come, don't forget to give a like. Hit that bell, this way you get all those notifications first. Thank you, we enjoyed you coming. Until the next time, get that little pitmaster taste there.